G'day guys, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for watching. Hope you're all doing well, guys, and better than the Hawaii people in Guatemala. The volcanoes, as you know. 100 people have lost their homes and they've got nowhere to go, so they're bringing in da, 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 Fema barges en route to Hawaii. What the? What the? That looks just like a floating prison, don't you think? Yeah. A flotilla of Fema barges, each able to hold 2,000 people, in cramped conditions, set sail from a secret staging area near San Diego and is currently en route to Hawaii, says a Fema employee speaking under condition of anonymity. Right? The vessels, he said, departed California on June 5th and traveling at a speed of 20 knots will arrive in Hawaii on the 11th. Rather than berth at Port Allen, or Highway Harbour, the ships will drop anchor 10 miles offshore and use powerboats to ferry displaced persons to one of 3 FEMA housing ships. But FEMA is on no mission of mercy. Anyone escorted into a FEMA barge will be incarcerated and transported to a mainland FEMA internment camp in Region 4. There they will be held captive by the controversial agency with a long history of imprisoning people against their will. FEMA is trying to avoid the same mistakes it made during Hurricane Harvey, which caused $125 billion in damage to the Houston population area. Floods inundated hundreds of thousands of homes and displaced 50,000 people. In the storm's aftermath, FEMA sprang into action, but not to help. FEMA barges the size of a container ship were spotted near Port Arthur and Corpus Christi. An agent acting under the authority of the United States government herded 17,000 dispossessed people into floating prisons. I saw that video clip that day. And also they were separated, male and female. FEMA wants to be discreet in Hawaii. What the? They don't want to leave a big footprint like they did in Texas. That's why they're keeping the big ships 10 miles offshore, guys. I hope people are smart enough to avoid and not get out on the boats, otherwise you'll be carried off to the camps as well. Hello. Single prison, he added, are housed in 6 by 9 foot compartments with a cot and toilet. Families are given slightly larger accommodation, with the atmosphere still reeks of a jail cell. Doors remain locked 24 hours a day. Everyone receives cold cereal for breakfast and sandwich for lunch and lukewarm soup as a dinner. There is no consideration for hygiene, sanitary conditions. Lice infestations are common. There is no shower facilities. Rats are everywhere. Rats? Really? I've heard stories of people getting, what? What? There's typically only one doctor and one nurse aboard the ship. Whoa. What? I said FEMA will likely trick Hawaiians onto the ships. They'll say there's a cruise ship waiting for offshore to shuttle them to safety, or some other outlandish lie. By the time anyone sees a FEMA coffin carrier looming on the horizon, it's too late. What will they do? Jump in the water, swim, whatever. So this is really bad, sad, you know. See, this bloke here said run, hide. Now, I don't know if you remember, the US government last year ordered 30,000 guillotines, and then they ordered them to be shipped to FEMA internment camps. On January 23rd, the United States Air Force C-17 cargo plane arrived in Andrews Air Force, loaded with crates of smart guillotines. Very smart. They're pretty cluey, says a White House speaker. Under condition of anonymity, I can never say that. Anonymity. The technology advanced guillotines, he said, technology advanced, he said, are being manufactured in Beijing before being flown exclusively to US air bases. Then the military distributes the guillotines to FEMA camps nationwide. Why? But why, right? That was project commissioned in 2011 under Obama. There you go, I knew it was. He had hoped during his term to declare martial law and use of deadly apparatus against patriots and freedom fighters, and challenges one world government agenda. The guillotine, he added, is the ideal method of execution. Yeah, right. Whoa. So, guys, I don't know if they've got these on the ships, But here it is, Fema Barges en route to it. This is another site. This is, hang on a minute. This was posted May 30th. But FEMA detains displaced Hawaiians. They went to all the churches and they ran out of room. So then FEMA stepped in. There was FEMA agents and Hummers, SUVs, pair of cattle cars, and armed agents arrived at the scene, escort displaced people to places of safety. These agents, our source said, carried loaded M4 assault rifles and sidearms, told nervous citizens they needed weapons to repel potential looters or threats to national security. They promised safe passage to and free accommodation at a hotel miles away from the lava flow. I heard that one too, so I thought I'd look it up. But I'll leave the links here, guys. You can read them yourself. But these poor people, you know, that have to put it. Would you want to live in that, or just? Well, how long are they going to be in that? What's going to happen? Are they going to take them to the FEMA? It's terrible, terrible. That poor Hawaiians. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'll love and leave you. Take care. God bless, and let's pray for Hawaiians and Guatemala people. But listen, this is happening everywhere. It's, you know, wow. There's more volcanoes blowing. The next one, another video I have that has Chile is hearing those noises, and Hawaii had the noises, the strange noises, like apocalyptic noises, like the trumpets, 2 weeks before. Now Chile's got them. So let's watch out for Chile, see what happens. Well, I told people that were asleep tonight that FEMA barges were going there. They thought it was a great idea. They said, "Oh, that's great. At least they, you know," I said, they've lost their home, but they got their lives. I said, yeah, they think it's great that FEMA's helping them. I know it's supposed to be an agency to help, but who knows these days, guys? Who knows, right? I mean, I would not walk onto one of them. I don't know what I'd do. It's hard, isn't it? You know, to know what to do. But this is what we got to prepare for, you know. Alrighty, guys, take care. What was that, by Christmas? I think it says, didn't that say Obama? Hang on, let's look here. Gun conversation by what? This is another story, guys. What date was that? What? Disgraceful will receive a big surprise at Christmas. Look out, guys, then. So, right, gun-loving citizens would need a new phallic symbol to satisfy their primal urges because gun control was a foregone conclusion. Anyone refusing to surrender a firearm and even a threat to national security. But he's not your president. He's not America's president. So what is he butting in for? Right? Right? Yeah, that's right. He did a lot of false flags. I mean, come on now. Come on now. This is what they did to Australia, guys. These are stopping the New World Order. This is stopping the New World Order. This is what's stopping the New World Order. They're not going to attack or, you know, go clean sweep without the guns. And I know, you know, thank God the American people have their mentality to keep and keep themselves safe. I mean, we got no defense here. Maybe we got no defense. So there you go. Alright, guys, take care. God bless. Stay safe. Love you all, and I'll leave the links to all of this. You can read it for yourself. Yep, it's all legit. Bye, guys. Love ya. Bye-bye.